Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to Book and Bujo. Thank you so much for joining me today as I set up my February bullet journal. Today I'm going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to set up my entire February spreads, and then afterwards, during the flip through, I will talk you through all of it. Grab a favorite beverage. Today I'm drinking water, and maybe a snack, and join me as I set up my bullet journal. Let's get started. First up, let's do a quick flip through from January. So January was my vintage clock theme, and I really liked it. I did have fun with my glitter pen. I don't know if you can see it on here, but I did get some glitter in there. My calendar, my gratitude page. This is probably my favorite clock that was in there. My trackers, exercise and devos. Again, had fun with the glitter on there. Quote and weather tracker, my goals and intentions, and then my weeklies, which this format is definitely working well for me. It does take up a lot of pages though, so I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can do, maybe pull them up a little higher and do 2 here and then do 1 horizontal at the bottom and get 3 on a page just to save a page or 2, but we'll see. And this is the week we're on now. I'm trying to set up my February bullet journal a little bit earlier than normal. And so of course there's nothing in here yet because we're not there yet. Playlist, my memory pages. So I can find one of my green pens. So here I'm trying to draw some taquitos and guacamole. But the green I happened to grab was super bright, and that does not look like guacamole at all. But it gives me a laugh now as I went out to lunch with my mom and my aunt. It was very fun. All right, now on to February. Here's the supplies that I used in my setup. So all the washi tape that I used from this setup came from this package that I got for Christmas. It's Miss Tim, or Time, not sure. Time flies, I always miss you most. Super cute. So yeah, Miss Time. And these are all the ones that come in it. So they have some really pretty different ones in here. And I'm looking forward to using them throughout all of my different setups this year. But these are the specific ones that I used that all had kind of that chocolatey color look to it. I used my Prismacolor colored pencils. I have my ruler, my scissors, my glue stick. And then these are the main pens that I used. So I had, for my smaller ones, I had my Staedtler Tri Plus Fine Liner. The other one I used is the Unipin Fine Liner. Next up, I had my, you can kind of tell, my Zebra Mild Liner. And this is the highlighter one. It has the fine tip at the end, or marker tip, and then the chisel tip on it. And I got this watercolor brush pen set. And this one is nice because it has actual bristles on it. So it just feels more like you're writing with a paintbrush, which is cool. And this one was the color corduroy, and it worked really well. I had two of my, you can't really tell these either, but the Tri Plus dual tip markers. So on one side it has the, I don't even know what kind of tip that is, marker tip on it. And then the other side is the more fine point one. And then I have my Pentel Touch sign pen, brush pen, and I love these because they write so much smaller. These ones are like the Tombow size. It's the large brush pen, so they write really big. You gotta have a lot more space for those. I used my Kuretake Zig Clean Color Dot Single Dot pen. And then lastly, I had my Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic Gel Pen. And this one adds a lot of nice shine and sheen to whatever you're using it on. And now for my final flip through. So I used a chocolate theme, which I thought was very fitting for February. I found this quote from Sonia Blumenthal, and it's, "Chocolate is a gift of love to yourself." So I thought that was fun. I thought it'd be neat to do like a little plaid theme. So I did that here. And then this is actually from Marie Sahi-Min, and she is on YouTube, and I will leave her channel linked below. I basically followed her painting of this, and since I'm not as comfortable with watercolors and paints, I did mine with colored pencil. I still have a long way to go, but I feel like it turned out okay. I'm happy with it, so that's good. And then in here I have, so chapter 2, so the second month is February, and then I have the little calendar on here. But I just put a couple little quotes in there. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Let's write a new chapter in our life this year. Be open and willing to take a chance. And then my calendar page, I thought it'd be a great time to throw in a little bit of craft paper. So I put that in here, and again, some more of that plaid and my chocolate. And my verse of the year, I have that in here. And then my verse of the month is 1 John 4:10. "And this is love, not that we have loved God, but that he loved us and sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins." I thought it was very fitting for February. And again, some more of that fun washi tape. Some of these too in here. And then my gratitude page. Thought it'd be fun to do an unwrapping of a piece of chocolate that's starting to melt. I don't know if I'm super happy with how the melting came out, but it's cute. And again, continued with that kind of plaid theme. So I decided to change up how I'm going to do my cleaning tracker. When I dust somewhere, I will start to color this in. So at the end, I hope I have a fully colored box of chocolates. And then just some of the self-care habits I want to make sure that I do each week. So my gua sha, dry brushing, jade roller, eye mask, hair mask, and UVing our toothbrushes every month. And that helps them just stay a little more germ-free. And then my daily habits, I have, again, learning some in some form. It doesn't have to be taking a class. It could just be that I learned something new that day. My health tracker, stress, and if I was creative, if I practiced my hand lettering, flute and vocals. So I do the top half for flute and I color in the bottom half if I practice my vocals, handbells, journaling, getting to sleep by 9:30. If I read my daily Stoic email, I'm doing some breath work and also working on changing my astigmatism in my eyes. So doing some eye exercises, more chocolates, and some more of that cute washi tape. My exercising, and I'm planning on doing yoga with Adriene. I typically don't do it in the month that it comes out, so I typically wait until the next month, and then that way they're all there and I can plan out the times, because maybe one is 20 minutes one day, but there's one that's 35 minutes the next day, and then I only have time for 10 minutes or something. So this way I can plan it out a little better. And then my devotional, so I'm continuing with my Fearless 88 Days devotional, which is continuing from January, which it's kind of confusing because it says it's 88 days, but in the description it says it's 6 weeks, and there's a lot of duplicated days, so I think it's really only a 6 weeks devotional. So if I do another one, that's why I have this one, and I will add that to it if it ends up only being 6 weeks and I finish it halfway through the month. And then I have my yearly devotional, so reading the Bible in a year, and I will continue that tracker there to make sure I stay on track. And then I have a 21-day one and an 8-day one that I will be doing. I still need to pick those out though. And then my TBR, just to keep track of my TBRopoly books and make sure I read those. And then my top 3 intentions for the month, musically, health-wise, for Book and Bujo, as well as for personal. And then things I want to learn this month, which I want to learn some black letter calligraphy, as well as how to draw my own fantasy maps. Okay, and then we start in with my weekly. So I'm going to have a master to-do list here. That way I can see it, because I made my Dutch doors here, and that way I can see that one throughout the whole month, as well as my weather tracker down here. And then I just did the day of the month, the day of the week, and a little chocolate to go along with it. So I'm not sure about the melting over here either, but we'll just go with it. Some of them I got a little crazy and it ghosted through a little bit because I went over it a few too many times. And this one I tried to have it so there was a bite out of it, but I didn't quite get definition in there. I really need to come back in here with a darker fine liner and highlight that a little better. And the little cookies with the chocolate stripes. And this is where I used my metallic Sakura jelly roll to do the dates. And I tried to do some kind of a peanut butter cup here. And then I'll have my reflections, so things we watched and the things I read, highlights, things I learned, habits that I can do to help make lasting changes, my playlist, and my memories. And that is it. Thank you so much for joining me as I set up my February bullet journal with the chocolate theme. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other videos from me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, keep planning.